Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the More Freedom series. Today we are here at Talladega, at the Talladega Superspeedway, for a very special race. Today's race is the Wishbone Attack Memorial SRT 75. Wishbone Attack is my brother who passed away very unexpectedly earlier this year, actually 5 days after my sister passed away. And so this season has really been dedicated to him and her. It has been a way to help me overcome a lot of grief that I've had in my life. And so he's number 29. That was his number. Anytime he had a number for anything, it was always 29. And so that's why he's number 29 in this series. And that's why there's 29 drivers in this series. So, you know, I can't thank everybody enough who has watched and supported me with everything as far as the series goes. And I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to next season. Next season we'll have 42 drivers, but my brother will always be a part of the series. So let's go through your top 10 in points right now, because those points are heating up, coming down to the last race here in this season. Starting, our number one in points is going to be the number 13 of King of the Aces. In second place, 53 points behind, is going to be the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Fourth place will be the number 40 of Veteran Chaos. Fourth place will be the number 55 of Ida. Fifth place will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Sixth place will be the 33 of ZWTF. Seventh place will be the 66 of Syndicate J. Eighth place will be the 49 of Jetman. Ninth place will be the 51 of AJM 2588. And rounding out the top 10 will be the number 29 of Wishbone Attack. So the only two people mathematically able to win this season are going to be King of the Aces and Kung Fu Beer. So let's go through your qualifying order right now. Because it gets crazy. So let's go through it real fast. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 71 of Kung Fu Beer. On his outside will be the 19 of XJ Snake. Starting third will be the 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon. On her outside will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Starting fifth will be the 47 of Dom Kizzle. On his outside will be the 51 of AJM 2588. Starting seventh will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. On his outside will be the 66 of Syndicate J. Starting ninth will be the 49 of Jetman. And on his outside will be the 10 of It's Some Alien. Starting 11th will be the 30 of Corvette Stingray. And on his outside will be the 33 of ZWTF. Starting 13th will be the 96 of Nico 2588. And on his outside will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Starting 15th will be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. And on his outside will be the 07, last week's winner, Douche Baggins. Starting 17th will be the 55 of Ida. And on her outside will be the number 88 of NM 2588. Starting 19th will be the 80 of Hog Eric. And on his outside will be the number 40 of Veteran Chaos. Starting 21st will be the 25 of JTM 2588. And on his outside will be the 799 of Mike Check. Starting 23rd will be the number 13 of King of the Aces. And on his outside will be the number 6 of Ice Cream Somedays. Starting 25th will be the 42 of Mom Games Hard. And on her outside will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Starting 27th will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. And on her outside will be the number 20 of Adam B 5000. And starting shotgun on the field is going to be the number 32 of Heck of a Doober. So that's your starting lineup for today's race. And let's go to King of the Aces and Kung Fu Beer to hear what they have to say about their chances of winning this championship. All right, King of the Aces, you are currently 53 points ahead of Kung Fu Beer entering the final race of the season. You are starting 23rd, way back in the pack for this race at Talladega. How do you feel your chances are to win the championship?
Well, I tell you, and it's been a hell of a season so far, bud. We've started in the back of the pack a couple of times. We fought our way up to the front there once or twice. I think we took a win from the back of the pack there, but I'm not sure we've won from the front. We've come back and won from the rear. We've battled all the way around. It's just amazing to me how close the points have been the whole season there. And it's still anybody's ball game here, and we're gonna give her all we got, and let's just see how far up there we can put her and hope for the best.
Are you worried is there any concern right now about starting way back in 23rd and the kind of craziness that goes on at a restrictor plate track and making it to the front? Because Kung Fu Beer starts on the pole.
Well, it's definitely a tricky mess trying to get through in a plate race like that. We're gonna see if we can avoid all the chaos that happens. So hopefully sometimes in the back you can miss the big one and take advantage of her. Could be a good pit strategy. We'll have to hope for the best. Old Beer put her up there on the front. Good on him for that. But we're gonna give him hell, and we're gonna try to run him down and see what we can do. Bud.
Awesome. So good luck to you for this race, and hopefully things work out for you. Starting way back there.
Oh yeah, for sure. But hey, and thanks to all the fans for coming out and sticking around the whole season. You folks stick around for next year. I think there's going to be a hell of a show.
Kung Fu Beer, you are currently second place in points, 53 points behind King of the Aces, entering the final race here at Talladega. You are starting on the pole this week. How do you feel about your chances of, 1, winning the race, and 2, winning the championship?
Well, let me say I got to give a lot of credit to KFB racing team here. The guys got the cars tuned up just like we needed to hit that pole position here. 53 points, that King of the Aces, that whatever racing team he's dealing with there, they've been tuned up all year long. And it looks like this might be our opportunity to pull ahead, or he'll do what he usually does and that whole team, and they get up there. But we got Veteran and Jamal also racing with the KFB team, racing team. So hopefully the three of us will come up on top.
So King of the Aces is starting 23rd for the race. With him starting so far back in the pack, do you think that's going to cause him issues coming towards the front amongst all that chaos that goes on in the back racing in that part of the for a plate track?
In this final race here at the SRT 75, even though he's way back in there, we've seen him start there in the past, and he's passed us a couple times and the other members of KFB Racing multiple times through the race. So, they got a great team there. Hopefully they struggle a little bit this time, and we can come out on top in points.
All right, well, good luck today in the race, and we'll see you afterwards.
Thank you much.
All right, so there's what you have from your points leader and second place in points about how they feel like they're going to do today. So I'm excited to get this race underway. I know the fans are excited. They're already packing the grandstands. Happy hour is almost over. So as I like to say, let's go racing. It should be an interesting race here today at Talladega Superspeedway with Kung Fu Beer starting on the pole. And King of the Aces starting back in 23rd. But we're going to see how it goes. It's anybody's race as far as the winner goes. It's only up to King of the Aces and Kung Fu Beer for the championship. I'm very excited to see what happens. But let's quickly go through your top 10 real fast again. So starting on the pole will be the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. On his outside will be the 19 of XJ Snake. Starting third will be the 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon. And fourth will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Fifth will be the 47 of Dom Kizzle. Sixth will be the 51 of AJM 2588. Seventh will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Eighth place will be the 66 of Syndicate J. Ninth will be the 49 of Jetman. And in 10th will be the number 10 of It's Some Alien. So that's your top 10 today for this fantastic 75 miles of crazy action here. It's like 29 laps of action right now. So we're going to see how everybody does. We'll see if everybody is... I'm super excited. I don't know what's going to happen. I know there's people out there rooting for Beer. I know there's people rooting for King of the Aces at this point. They're rooting for themselves as the driver. It's very, very exciting. I'm so looking forward to next season, because next season we'll have 42 drivers in the field. So another, 13 more cars on the track for even better racing. And so we're going to see what happens. And if you don't know, Talladega here, restrictor plate track, the start-finish line is after the tri-oval. So it's really anybody's race after the tri-oval if there's a good draft. So Kung Fu Beer is going to lead us down to the green flag here at the Wishbone Attack Memorial SRT 75 here at Talladega. Down to take the green flag is going to be that number 71 of Kung Fu Beer. He gets a good jump here on the number 19 of XJ Snake. We'll see how his car does here as we go through. It takes a little bit for these cars to wind up and get up to speed. But so far, so good for that number 71. You can hear him shift into that higher gear right there. Kung Fu Beer leading currently. Some action getting going on back there in the back of the pack. We've already got some people ducking out on us. Coming down into turns 3 and 4. Kung Fu Beer sliding into the middle of the pack right now. Sailor Spoopy Moon now down to his inside. And we've got XJ Snake down to the bottom of the track through the tri-oval. XJ Snake looks like he's going to be able to lead this first lap. That might be XJ's first lap. I hit the pace car thing. That might be XJ's first lap led on the season. I'm not quite sure, but XJ Snake starting on the outside pole leads the first lap. This is reminiscent of poor Kung Fu Beer at North Wilkesboro when he started on the pole, and the outside pole sitter Ida ran away with the race and won that thing from the outside pole. Down to the inside of that number 40 comes that number 47 to Dom Kizzle. He's got that car hooked up. Kung Fu Beer currently still in the top 10 right now. I'm trying to see where King of the Aces is back here in the back of the pack. I see him way back here in the back. We'll see what happens as the race goes on. He's currently like around 3 or 4 wide. Let's jump back to the back of the pack and see where he's at. He is right here in the middle, 3 wide between the 88 and the number 20. Oh, he's now down to the... you got to watch that 95 there, King of the Aces, because he gets a little crazy. So there is your points leader way back here currently. Let's bring up our timing and scoring. Currently, he is back in 25th position. Kung Fu Beer is falling back. Wow. I don't know if Beer has a problem on his car or what, but he has fallen way back to start this race. Currently 4 or 5 wide right here, 4 wide. Kung Fu Beer on the outside right now. I think Kung Fu Beer's car has definitely missed the setup, and he is having all sorts of issues, falling all the way back right now to 15th position at the last scoring update. We're going to see what happens as the race goes on, but yeah, definitely his team has missed that setup. So we'll see what happens. If King of the Aces finishes basically dead last, he would have to finish in 8th position to win this championship. But the number 49 of Jetman now down to the inside of that number 47 to Dom Kizzle. Coming down through the tri-oval. Dom Kizzle led that last lap, didn't he? Yeah, he led the last lap. Jetman was in 2nd place. A couple Air Force vets right there. The 96 of Nico 2588 hooking up right there with the number 49 of Jetman. Those 2 MBR teammates. Followed right behind them is going to be the 10 of It's Some Alien. Beer looks like he's doing okay right now. We'll keep an eye on him. But it looks like his car just doesn't have what it takes in the draft. And Dom Kizzle still out to your lead, dropping down to the bottom right there in front of that number 47, or 47 in front of the 49 almost. This is a crazy race going on right now. Oh, did we have a caution? Nope, I thought we had some cars drop off there. We'll jump back through the field. Kung Fu Beer definitely is way off the pace. He's looking like his car is about to get to the very back of the pack right now. That is heartbreaking for that 71 team. And it looks like they have some car issues on the day and are currently sitting back in 26th position. MGH is down to the inside of him, looking to take that position away, pinning back to 27th. And currently in last place is going to be that 799 of Mike Check. So an unfortunate break right now for the 71 Limerita. Looks like his season is just going down the drain with his team, his car just not performing like it should after a great qualifying run. Jumping back up through the field. Let's see where your points leader is. I might have missed him. I'm not quite sure where he is. Let's see. We check timing and scoring. The number 13 currently is in 22nd position. So, I mean, he's really not doing bad. It's still in this main pack. And we got 4 wide right here. The 96 in the middle. This is just some crazy racing right now. 4 wide through the tri-oval. Down they come into turn 1. Still 4 wide. 96 to 10. Mary Kay sliding back right there. Still 4 wide, but as the number 1 falls back. And Kung Fu Beer, definitely his car has lost the draft on that 42 of Mom Games Hard and is definitely not performing up to expectations that team would have had. But currently your leader is going to be the number 30 of Corvette Stingray on the inside line, but the 47 of Dom Kizzle on the outside line, 96 down to the bottom, coming down to the stripe with 21. Oh my goodness, look how close that was at the stripe. Looks like Dom Kizzle's going to lead that line. Wait, who do we got leading this? So close to call. I think it was the 47, but it could have been the 20, the 49, or the 30. So it looks like, oh my gosh, we've got a wreck back here in the back. We've got a huge accident. Oh my gosh. It is, oh my gosh. Let's get back through here. That is, oh my gosh, heartbreak right here for King of the Aces. King of the Aces, we're going to see this replay here in a minute, but he has damage on the front end. Looks like he was involved in an accident. And so that we're going to see what happens with this. This might end his day. It's definitely going to knock him off the pace. Could be good for Kung Fu Beer. Maybe they'll come in and get a pit stop. I don't know. We'll see. Here on lap 9, your points leader, King of the Aces, involved in an accident. Let's go to the replay. It looks like King of the Aces is going to be a victim of circumstance here, as what happened, what you'll see here in a second, the 20 and the number 1 get into each other and involves the number 80. But let's see this quick replay reel here from Fuller's view. And from the roof cam from King of the Aces, let's see what it looks like from his view. So from King of the Aces view, just a victim of circumstance, unfortunate victim of circumstance right there, and gets collected in that accident. Looking at his car, it does not look good. It does not look good. So we're going to see what happens. He's currently, Eric is lost. He's down. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Adam B5000 actually led 2 laps. And he is not looking good right here with the back into his car. And unfortunate for the number 80 as well. We don't know how his car will perform here, but, you know, heartbreak for the number 13, King of the Aces. But the good news is that Kung Fu Beer is actually only in 25th. So this, as of right now, he's got the championship wrapped up. We're going to see what happens. Kung Fu Beer has to make his way up to 8th place. And if that happens, then yeah, it will be heartbreak for the 13, like especially after that. But we'll see what happens as the race goes on. But your current leader is going to be that number 47 of Dom Kizzle. Second place will be the 49 of Jetman. Third place will be the 30 of Corvette Stingray. Fourth place will be the number 10 of It's a Alien. Fifth place will be the 96 of Nico 2588. Sixth place will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Seventh will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Eighth will be the 07 of Douchebaggins. Ninth will be the 88 of NM 2588. And rounding out the top 10, the guy who started in dead last, the number 32 of Heck of a Doober. Point scenarios, as of right now, King of the Aces has it locked up. As of right now, we're going to have to see what happens with Kung Fu Beer's car. I don't know if it can get turned around and they can figure something out, but with the way his car was off the pace early, you know, in these first 9 laps, the first 12 laps of this race, there's just nothing they can do to, you know, like it's going to be King of the Aces here. So I'm still, you know, it's still, we don't know, but, you know, we've got some people up here at the front, you know. The 47 has an extremely strong car, and that could be good. He could be the winner. We got the 49, the 30. There's so many people right now that could win this race. And we're going to see what happens with Eric. I know he was involved in the accident. I'm not sure if he has a lot of damage or what's going to go on with his car, but we'll see what goes on with his car, see if he can get back up to the front or if he's just super slow. So it seems like the caution laps here take forever because this is, you know, a gigantic super speedway. Hopefully we get the 1 lap to go here, coming around to take the stripe, or take the flag to the stripe. I know what I'm saying. Well, we got a little bit of time. I've heard some rumblings amongst the teams obviously we have 42 drivers for next season, so sounds like we might have some, you know, MBR, it currently has 6 drivers, so we might have some comparable teams to that, and, you know, mergers, people kicked, I don't even know. We're going to see what happens. We got, in a couple weeks, we're going to have the pre-season 2 driver introduction, team introductions in a couple weeks. If you don't know, I paint all these cars myself. So I'm painting my one brother, he actually painted his own car, but the rest of the other 41 cars I'll be painting myself. So that's why it's going to take a little bit of time between seasons, is because I got to paint them all. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, I mean, this season isn't even over yet. We still have this race to go. Like, we still have to finish this race. We have 16 laps to go here. And I'm already looking forward to next season. So hopefully you are too, as viewers of this series. Pace car should be ducking off here in just a couple seconds to, and then we're going to have the number 47 to Dom Kizzle and that U.S. Air Force Bob Ross Dodge lead us down to the green flag, and right behind him will be the Brooks Bacon Cincinnati Reds Dodge of Jetman. And the weirdest combination of all of them will be that 30 driving a car that is sponsored by Ferrari. That is also a Dodge. So here we go into the tri-oval. Coming down to complete lap 13. We'll have 15 laps to go here. He's dropping a little low. We'll see what happens. See how that boat. See if that works out for him, Cotton. And down we go. Take green flag is going to be that number 47 Dom Kissel. Right down to the inside is going to be the 49 of Jetman. 30 of Corvette Stingray on the outside. 96 of Nico 2588 dropping down there to the bottom. Hopefully to hook up with his teammate, the 49 of Jetman. We also see that MBR Dodge of Wishbone Attack there in the top 10. These cars, again, take a little bit of time to wind up to get to their full speed. So about a lap it takes. We'll check on the people that were involved in the accident. We'll see if we can't see them through the field. Looking back there, kind of peeking as I go. You know, I'm peeking back as I see the camera move. That 47 of Dom Kissel is going to lead that lap again. That is going to be lap number 9 led on the day. He's got a very, very strong car here for this race. We have 15 laps to go. Oh my goodness. Was that G3 that was like way up there right next to the wall? I think it was. We got the 23, the 32 right there down to the bottom of the track, followed by that number 51, making it 3 wide. DB now down in the middle between the 32 and the 95. Duber getting pushed way low on the bottom of the track. Followed right behind him is going to be that number 66, the Syndicate J. It's actually Duber's teammate on the year. Duber and Sailor Spoopy Moon and Syndicate J, all teammates right now. We'll see what they do at the end of this season as we go towards season 2. Currently, King of the Aces is going to be way back in 29th. Kung Fu Beer is going to be in 26th, so that's going to definitely solidify King of the Aces as the winner of the series as of right now. So we'll see what happens, but the number 30 of Corvette Stingray, you're currently, I think he's going to lead this lap here. Coming down, and he does. Coming down to take that first position. Oh, we got another accident here in the back of the pack. That's going to involve so many, oh my goodness. So many people are just involved in this accident. Oh my gosh, we definitely have the big one here. A massive, massive accident here on lap 17. And that's going to take out multiple drivers. Let's go to this replay and see what happens. And it looks like tragedy has struck for the MBR team. The 88 and the 51 are going to get into each other and take out that numbers, the 07 of Douche Baggins right here going into the turn. DB up to the top of the track. And you can see everybody just coming in, nowhere to go. Pretty much takes out half the field on that. So just nowhere to go for anyone. 4 wide racing. Yeah, just bad stroke of luck right there for the MBR team. That is going to take out 2 or at least 2 of their drivers, I think, for the race. We'll see how the 88 does, but yeah, tragedy strikes for that MBR team. So we've got Arco currently, as of right now, the people we got out of the race right now is going to be that 51 of AJM 2588. He's going to be out due to that accident. The 69 of Arco Creates is going to be out with a engine camshaft, probably as a result of that accident. We have several people pitting right now under this caution, and looks like Ice Cream Some Days is out. Veteran Chaos is going to be out of this race. I think they're still working on Kung Fu Beer's car. He's currently in 29th position. XJ Snake's 28th. They're still showing as running, but I'm sure that might change here in a few minutes. Let's go check the back of the pack. There's ZWTF on pit road. It looks like he might be done for the day. And then we still have the 19 and the 71 sitting on pit road. I'm sure they're probably going to be done for the day as well. So yeah, we have currently out are going to be the number 6 of Ice Cream Some Days, the number 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon, the number 40 of Veteran Chaos, the number 51 of AJM 2588, and the number 69 of Arco Creates, currently all out of this race. It's showing ZWTF still in XJ and Kung Fu Beer is all still running. I don't know how they'll be getting back onto the track, but we'll see. So yeah, major accident right here with 10 laps to go. I'm blown away. Taken out. Basically, there we go. There is, to update it, Kung Fu Beer, now involved in that accident, is now out of the race. The 19 of XJ Snake is now out of the race, and the 33 of ZWTF is now out of that race, all due to that accident. So we had several people involved in that accident. Let's go through those again. That's going to be the 07 of Douchebaggins, the 88 of NM2588, the 6 of Ice Cream Some Days, the 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon, the 40 of Veteran Chaos, the 51 of AJM 2588, the 33 of ZWTF, the 19 of XJ Snake, and the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. The only ones out of the race, or that are still running in this race, will be the 07 and the 88. So lots of heartbreak there right here at the end of the season in this restrictor plate track. And like I said at the beginning of the race, it's a restrictor plate track. Really anything can happen. And we just saw probably the big one so far. Again, anything can happen. It's still at the end of this race. But with that right there is going to solidify the number 13 of King of the Aces as your winner on the season. So congratulations to him. We'll get through that. We'll get to that at the end of the race, but we still have 9 laps to go here, and really anything can happen. I mean, we still have some really good cars up here at the front. So let's go through the top 10 real quick. Still in first position is going to be the 30 of Corvette Stingray. He's currently led 4 laps right now, and he's got the most laps led on the day. Second place will be the 49 of Jetman with 3 laps led. So he'll be second in laps led on the day. Third place will be the 10 of It's Some Alien. Fourth place will be the 47 of Dom Kizzle. That is my bad. Dom has led 8 laps on the day, so he's led the most laps on the day, so a very good car for him. Fifth place will be the number 66 of Syndicate J. Sixth place will be the 96 of Nico 2588. Seventh place will be the 32 of Heck of a Doober. Eighth place will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Ninth will be the 23 of Fuller Than You, who's also led a lap on the day. And rounding out the top 10 will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Unfortunately for Zed, his teammate Ice Cream Some Days finishes the season with that accident. You just hate to see it right here at the very, very, very last race of the season. Going into next season, smashed up cars, money lost. We'll see what that team does for next season with having to deal with those accidents and things like that. So I was hoping that Kung Fu Beer could get a caution, hopefully maybe come in and get some tires, fix up his car, and make a run towards that championship. But unfortunately, again, his car, he's going to be out. He's going to be finishing last on the day with that accident. That's actually going to be the first DNF for Kung Fu Beer on the season. He had actually completed all the laps on the season until today. So again, you hate to see that for his team. We'll see what happens with, let's see his, because he lost Veteran Chaos in that accident as well, who's also part of that KFB racing team. The only one he's got left right now is going to be that number 1 of Jamal Jackson in 12th position. We're going to see the pace car duck off here in just a second. There he goes. The number 40 or the number 30 of Corvette Stingray is going to lead us down to take the green flag with 8. As we cross the stripe, we'll be having 7 laps to go. So we'll have 7 laps to go here in this race here at Talladega. Lots of excitement, lots of heartbreak, everything so far in this race. I just, it drained me. So we'll see what happens with these last 7 laps to go here. Corvette Stingray is going to lead him into turn 1. Followed right behind him is going to be the 49, the 10, the 47, and the 66. Trying to switch to a good camera here. Lining up behind that number 30 of Corvette Stingray is going to be the 49 and the 10. We're going to see what they do here as we get the closing up on our top speed for these cars. Out of 3 and 4 they go, coming down to the tri-oval. Your leader's still going to be that number 30 of Corvette Stingray. Followed right behind him is going to be the number 10 of It's Some Alien. Syndicate J now down to the inside of It's Some Alien, making it 3 wide through turn 1 and 2. And there we see the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, who started way back in 27th. She's now up to 6th position. So great run for that G3 Motorsports team. Her teammate, the number 42 of Mom Games Hard, is in 14th. So she's in the middle, 3 wide, sandwiched between the number 23 and the 47. That number 30 continues to lead the race here. Coming down, we will have 5 laps to go. That's 5 laps to go here, the remainder of the season right now. Corvette Stingray looking like he's got a great car. It's Some Alien right up behind him, and right behind them is going to be the 66 Syndicate J. Jay getting a good run through turns 1 and 2, down to the inside. Let's see if Fuller follows him. Looking to take that position away from It's Some Alien. Not many cars left right here in this main pack. Syndicate J has won 1 race on the season. Also, there's 3 race winners right there. So the 66, the 23, and the 1, all race winners here on the year. Looking to put number 2 on the board for them. And also with Kung Fu Beer finishing, oh my goodness, I thought Alien was into the wall there for a second. With Kung Fu Beer finishing in 29th position, that's probably, we're going to see what happens. That could knock him out of 2nd position in the points. Syndicate J right now, right to the back of that number 30 of Corvette Stingray. Corvette Stingray driving the Ferrari car. It sounds so odd to say sometimes. 4 laps to go here. Great draft down into turns 3 and 4, onto the back, off the back stretch. He's sticking right with him, getting a little bit of nose underneath him. Oh my goodness, I thought they were going to touch right there and cause a massive accident. Looks like Jay backed off a little bit. Down to the tri-oval they go. Coming down, we will have 3 laps to go. Syndicate J right behind that right behind that 30. Corvette Stingray leading another lap. The number 49 to Jetman now down to the inside of the 66. Followed behind him. Let's see if he can get a push by the number 23 of Fuller Than You. Corvette Stingray slides up to the top of the track. Jetman down to the bottom. 23 of Fuller U behind him. And then one of Jamal Jackson now down to the inside of the 23. Corvette Stingray is going to be coming down out of turns 3 and 4. We're going to have 2 laps to go here with Corvette Stingray leading this race. Lots of fighting for second position, but can they make the move to start fighting for first position? That number 1, Corvette Stingray up to the front. 2 laps to go here. 2 laps to go. Syndicate J right on his bumper. Now down to his inside. He's got a great run off of turns 1 and 2. Let's see if the number 49 of Jetman can go with him. Jetman sliding up the track a little bit. Now coming back down to the bottom. Syndicate J with a great run down the backstretch. Some drafting help with the 49. The 49, the 1, the 3, all drafting right behind Syndicate J. The Ferrari car kind of hung out to dry right here. Getting a 3. Oh my goodness. Now it's going to be... Oh my goodness. Jamal Jackson dropping way down to the inside. The 66 of Syndicate J is coming through the tri-oval. We're going to get 1 lap to go here with Syndicate J leading this race. Down to the tri-oval they come, off the turn, out of the tri-oval, down to lead the 1 lap to go. Syndicate J is your leader on that lap. Down to his inside is going to be that number 49 at Jetman. Looks like they're about to catch up with King of the Aces currently in the 21st position. And so we're going to see what that does here on this white flag lap. Down to turns 3 and 4. King of the Aces in the middle. They're splitting him. King of the Aces through the middle. It's going to be Jetman. It's going to be the Mary Kay Dodge. It's going to be through the tri-oval. Who's going to win this race? Jetman coming out of the tri-oval. Syndicate J up high. Who's going to get the run off the turn? And it's going to be the number 49 at Jetman by mere inches and feet over that number 66 of Syndicate J. Actually, that wasn't even the last lap. That's the crazy part. Jesus. Down the backstretch they go. I was all excited. I thought that was the last lap. We are in turns 3 and 4, and this is anybody's race right now. Who is going to win this race? Out of the tri-oval, DB blocks the number 30. The 49 of Jetman is actually going to win this race. DB does a block down to the inside. They didn't move up to get past him. The 49 of Jetman does. The 49 of Jetman is going to actually be your winner thanks to the 07 of Douche Baggins, who last week's winner came from the last place. But instead of that, he helps the 49 win this race. Jetman is going to be the winner. Is going to be the winner of the Wishbone Attack Memorial SRT 75 here at Talladega. It's so fitting that his dad won this race. It is so fitting that his dad has won this race. I am just literally in tears right now. So, a fantastic race. I know I was a lap early, and timing and scoring is a little weird with how everything works. And so, I am just, awestruck by the finish of this race and how this season has gone. And so your winner on the day is going to be the 49 of Jetman. So let's go through your top 10 and because it finally finished, and I finally got the right people in, and so next season I'll try to do better on the timing and scoring stuff. So again, your winner is going to be the number 49 of Jetman. And second place is going to be the number 30 of Corvette Stingray. Third place will be the number 66 of Syndicate J. Fourth place will be the 10 of It's Some Alien. Fifth place will be the 47 of Dom Kizzle. Sixth place will be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Seventh place will be the 96 of Nico 2588. Eighth place will be the 55 of Ida. Ninth place will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. And rounding out the top 10 will be the number 23 of Fuller Than You. So that's your finishing top 10 on the day, and it was an amazing, amazing race. Lots of heartache for some of the people and some of the teams, but your points winner on the year, the winner is going to be the number 13 of King of the Aces. So congratulations to him. Let's go and have an interview with the 13 and the 71. And yeah, so let's go do that. All right, King of the Aces. This race was your race to win, your race to lose, and I don't even know what to say. An amazing season right now. How do you feel about winning this championship in the inaugural season of the More Freedom Series?
Oh, bud, we are absolutely stoked. There's going to be maple syrups flowing all night long over here at Dakota Motorsports trailer, and we are just going to celebrate till the cows come home there. We thought we'd be in for a tough pill there. Old Kung Fu Beer was up on the pole there. We had a rough qualifying. He had a lot of pace there in the early part of the weekend, and it was going to be a rough battle there. Lap 9, we caught some unfortunate issues, and the rest of the race kind of played out. But yeah, we were just absolutely stoked, man.
When you saw that Kung Fu Beer went out of the race on lap 16 and that basically sealed your championship right there? What were you thinking driving the car? How did you feel at that point?
Well, I tell you, it's hard to pay attention to who's in what accidents and what were behind the wheel, especially when you're trying to drive a hunk of junk like we had there after the wreck there. But big shout outs to the boys behind the wall and getting her ripped out and putting us back on the track with some pace. We didn't drop too far down. I think we ended up about a lap down there on the end, and to get the call over the radio that it was the old Kung Fu Beer and the Lime Marita got knocked out there. It was unfortunate to hear. We want to fight her out to the bitter end, but obviously we're going to take the W on that one. A heartbreak for him and the team, but a hell of a year for him all the way around. And that team did wonderful stuff this year. So cheers to those boys, and just a tough break. Yeah,
cheers to your team as well. You had some mixed results at the beginning and the end of the season, but your middle part of that season, I think, is really where you won those two races and finished top 10 after top 10. That really just, for you, sealed, you being in that top spot, and just it helped you, in these races where you didn't finish so great. Those wins and those great finishes there really just helped you out in the championship.
Oh, for sure. I mean, up and down the whole field. I mean, everybody had their ebbs and flows of the season, but I think some of the other drivers might agree with it. It was all about the consistency this year. It's you could win a couple, and as long as you were consistently into points and bringing some good stuff home for the team every week, you could keep yourself alive in the chase. And I mean, knowing that it was two of us going after it there into the last race, and it wasn't all sealed up by then, that was exciting. I'm excited to see what comes out next year. I think we're going to expand the field a little bit here and see what happens, but I'm excited, man. It just props to everybody around.
So for next season, looking ahead, is there anything that we need to know? Any little bit of spoilers that you could talk about right now, just right here at the end of the season, if you know anything that's going on for next season?
Well, I tell you, before we get into that, man, I just want to give a big shout out to Jetman there and the old 49 team. Them guys showed up today, and to win one for the memorial event for the family there is just absolutely amazing. Cheers to those boys. Glad to see them bring it home for them. And with that said, I think I got a meeting with the old Bruner Racing Sports boys, so I got to go have a chat with them. And, big shout out to the broadcast boys this year. You guys did a hell of a job.
I appreciate that. We look forward to next year or next season. I always say next year, but it's next season. So thanks for taking the time. Congratulations on being the inaugural winner of the More Freedom Series.
Heck and cheers, boys. Bring her on. They'll see you next year.
Kung Fu Beer, you started on the pole today. You were involved in an accident on lap 16. Not your fault at all. You were just a victim of circumstance. And with King of the Aces being involved in that accident on lap 9, what did you think your chances were to actually win the championship after you saw that he was involved in that accident?
Oh man, Eminem, let me tell you something. The crew was telling me over to the comms there when the number 1 guy went out in his accident. He got slowed down there a bit. We were looking a little confident there, so that was a lot of laps behind, and everything was we were having some problems on the day anyways, and then we got in that mess there on 16. We had to tow the pit, so yeah, it wasn't our best day, but we'll live to race again.
It's still a great season for your team, though. So you finished second in points, which, 3 poles on the year, 7 top 10s, 4 top 5s. The only 13 laps you didn't finish on the year were today. So a great job by your team this year. And also, Vet finished 4th in the points this season. And Jamal, unfortunately, even though he won a race, he finished in 23rd. So you actually had 2 wins for KFB Racing this year between Jamal and Vet. So good job by your team this year.
Thank you. Yep. The KFB Racing team, they were definitely they were doing the best that they could. We had some problems through the season and stuff, but congrats on Vet and Jamal for keeping the team up there. We in the 71 car, we didn't always end up in very tip-top there, but we stayed kind of in the top 10 for most of the races. And again, credit goes to the entire team for that. We'll be adding a few team members next season to increase our team size, and we'll see how all that goes. Who knows? Sometimes you add more team members and they end up causing you more harm.
That's very true. And so your final team position on the year was second place behind MBR. And obviously MBR had 6 drivers this year, and rumor is that the KFB Racing may be matching that for next year. So yeah, great job. Our
sponsors. Yep. Thank you. Our sponsors have us down a little bit hush hush on that, because they want to do, what they do and announce things when they announce things. So we'll just say that, some rumors could be true and maybe others aren't. Go Navy.
Appreciate the interview. We'll see you next season.
All right, NM. Thanks so much, and hope you guys have a great summer off.
And I just want to thank everybody again for all the support that you've given me on this in the More Freedom series in season 1. I'm definitely looking forward to season 2. Again, there'll be 42 drivers for next season. It's going to be awesome. And it'll be extended schedule, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. You will see in the next week or two, you will see the season 2 preview here on the channel with all the cars and all the drivers. I'm going to try to get some of the team owners in here to go over their drivers a little bit, but yeah, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much again for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And we will see you in the next one. And again, from the Wishbone Attack Memorial SRT 75 from Talladega. You guys have a great day. Take care.